Okay guys, I am going to talk about a very touchy subject. I just want to say, as always, I am not a fat basher, okay? I have nothing against the way that people live their lives. If they want to work out, good. If they don't want to work out, fine. If they want to eat vegetables and be vegetarians, fine. If they want to eat meat, fine. Whatever you guys do, I really don't care. I'm just going to point out some facts in this video, okay? Straight up facts. I believe that there is a certain amount of pain and suffering you need to go through in your life. Now, it is up to you to see how you are going to distribute this pain and suffering, okay? What am I talking about? What I'm talking about is people are like, well, how come you work out and and people don't understand that, you know, it's hard to work out. I love to work out. I do the workouts that I love. If I didn't love doing this workout, I would do a completely different workout, okay? But still, there are times when you don't feel like working out. You know, like as much as you love your job, there are times when you don't want to go to work, okay? It's the same thing with working out. It's the same thing with diet. I eat foods and diet that make me feel good, that I like eating, that taste good. But still, there are times when I don't feel like eating, but I have to. I want to eat something I shouldn't, but I don't, okay? So like I said, I do go through a certain amount of, like, quote, suffering, okay? But it's very low level. It's very low level suffering that I go through, okay? Because it's distributed. Like every day I discipline myself a little bit, okay? And because of that, I never really suffer. Now, what am I talking about? Okay. You wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth. You go to bed at night, you brush your teeth, you floss, you use, like, you know, antiseptic dental mouthwash, whatever, okay? And it's suffering. You know, it's like, God, you know, I gotta brush my teeth. You know, God, I gotta brush my teeth and floss. I mean, because a lot of people don't floss their teeth. Okay, great. So like every day you, quote, suffer a little bit. Okay, let's say you don't do that. You have massive problems with your teeth because you didn't take care of them. It hurts like hell. You go to the doctor. He takes some kind of industrial machinery to, like, dig a hole through your head. Okay? You know, that kind of sucks too. Okay? Like the old Bill Cosby joke, you know, back before he became a rapist or whatever the hell he is. You know, like, so the dentist pulls out this huge needle. He says, this is to deaden the pain. You know, it's like, seriously, it sucks. Now, you could either suffer every day and be disciplined and, you know, brush, floss, mouthwash, whatever, you know, 2-3 times a day and suffer a little bit every day. Or you could be like, I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy. I don't feel like it. And then all of a sudden you have a massive problem that you're in pain for a week, you have to go to the dentist, it hurts even more while you're there, then it hurts afterwards because you have to recover before you finally get back to normal, okay? Let's put it like this, you know, you go to Wally World in America, Walmart, okay? It's a cheap store. I go there because I don't have the most money in the world, you know, but I go there a lot. And, you know, you go into there and you see people are like walking around and they're all jacked up, okay? I do, every time I train, I do a series of isometrics. I'm gonna make a video about it, like static holds, where I do like bridging on my head, bridging on my shoulders, planking, L-sit, handstands, different things to stabilize my core, okay? My lower back, my stomach, everything. And then I continue with other exercises, but that's not the point. If all you did was that, don't tell me that these people who are, like, you know, young, 50 years old, 60 years old, 40 years old, who can barely walk because their backs are all jacked up, that they did any of that. Oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm too lazy. Well, fine. Then when your back's all jacked up, okay, people are like, well, wow, I'd rather just live and enjoy my life than, you know, eat on a diet. Fine, go ahead. And you know what? When you have a heart attack, okay, when you're massively overweight, I thought I knew about medicine, okay? I had a couple girlfriends who were nurses. I was, you know, and I would talk to them about medicine. I thought I was pretty smart, right? Because, like, I learned some in the Army. After I got out, I learned some. I didn't even know how little I knew. Do you understand that there's something called bariatric medicine? Like, paraphrase, you know, don't correct me here, but, like, geriatrics is basically you're too old to take care of yourself, you know, so you become like a patient who has to be taken care of. Bariatric means you're so overweight that you need people to take care of you. Do you realize that there are people that their whole lives, they have catheters in them, they get bed sores. They're on all kinds of drugs to keep them from dying of bed sores, okay? That there are people who have problems with their joints. I mean, I've heard about this from some of the girlfriends I've had that were nurses, and they're like, yeah, I got these bariatric patients and they have problems with their knees because of their weight. And I'm like, wait a minute, it's like, I didn't know that they could move to walk. I didn't know that they were able to stand up, and they can't. So how do they have problems with their knees? They are so overweight that laying down on their asses, the weight of the fat on their legs causes knee damage. And I'm not fat bashing, it's just a straight up fact, proven scientific fact, okay? So yes, those people have never suffered. They've never said no to a donut. They've never said no to soda. But you know what? They're suffering because they not only can't they move, but they can't lay still without being in intense pain and dying a slow death. Okay? And this goes off into every tangent in the world. I already said brushing your teeth. Do you want to suffer every day a little bit to discipline yourself to brushing your teeth? Or do you want to just not brush, not floss, not use mouthwash, not do anything, and then have massive pain all of a sudden, okay? Let's say, you live in a house that I own, and I'm your landlord, and I want, $300 a day, a month for rent, okay? $10 a day. Well, you could suffer every day and put $10 aside, and at the end of the month, I'm like, hey, where's my money? He's like, you're like, here, no problem. I'm like, hey, thanks a lot. Good thing that you disciplined yourself every single day and gave me $300 at once. Or you could be like, yeah, I'm too lazy. I want to buy another Starbucks coffee with 500,000 calories and buy another pizza and buy some more beer. And you throw away your $10 every day. And then at the end of the month, where's my fucking money? Oh, I don't have it. I wouldn't even ask why. Okay, obviously, but the why? Because I'd rather spend it on beer and pizza and I didn't care. So basically you didn't discipline yourself. Now you have the pain of seeing everything you own get thrown out the front door onto the street and getting evicted. Okay? So like I said, that's basically what it is. I was talking to this girl who's just graduating from high school right now. It's like a friend of the family kind of thing. And she's like, yeah, some people are lucky because they're getting GI Bill and money like that to pay for college. And the girl was overweight, the girl was out of shape, and the girl didn't even pass the written test to get into the military. So it's like, okay, so these people work out, eat properly to not be overweight, pay attention in class, study in class, to graduate from high school, to be able to pass the test, to get into the military. Meanwhile, you're sleeping in class, not going to class, cutting school, not doing your homework, eating whatever you want, as much as you want, whenever you want, and you're going ahead and, not exercising at all, and they're lucky because they worked their asses off for 4 years in the high school while you were sitting on your ass, eating ho-hos, sleeping, and watching Netflix. They're lucky. Okay? They suffered every single day of their lives when they were in high school to prepare themselves for the military. And because of that, they have the opportunity to, go out and go to college. You didn't do anything for 4 years. Now you have the pain of, oh my God, I'm not going to go to college because, hey, guess what? I barely graduated from high school. I can't go to the military. I'm not going to get a scholarship because you didn't do anything. So like I said, that's basically what it is. There's always going to be a certain amount of pain and suffering you have to go through. Study hard, go through college, go through medical school, law school, become a doctor, become a lawyer, or that's for losers. Don't pay attention in school, fail out, come back to get your GED and work at the dollar store for the rest of your life. Don't brush your teeth? Fine, don't worry about it. The pain comes all at once when your teeth fall out of your skull, okay? Don't, get in shape, don't dress properly, don't bathe, and then you can't get a woman interested in you unless it's another woman who eats all day, doesn't have a job, and doesn't bathe or brush her teeth. So like I said, whenever it is, you know, there's always going to be a certain amount of pain. And if you take a little bit of pain every single day, discipline yourself a little bit every single day, put a little bit of work in every single day, there's never going to be this monstrous pain and suffering of, you know, your lackadaisical, laissez-faire attitude, not doing anything, coming all at once, because the pain's there. You just decide whether you're going to pay up front, a little bit at a time, or whether you're just going to take a massive amount of pain at the end.